Hey guys, it's Oberstadt, and in today's video, well, let's get the elephant out of the room already, okay? Yes, I am wearing my hair in a bunch of different pin curls, and I'm kind of glad that the air vent is on, so maybe my hair will dry. It has been 7 hours since I did these, and I've been wearing this makeup for like 5 hours, but I loved it so much that I've recorded several things today. I did this video first, and then I went and I ate, and then I did this video, and then I did a perfume, like organizing and declutter kind of thing, and so now I'm recording this. And then we'll probably be sad because I will have to wash this off and go to bed. So it's cold sitting under the air vent, but 90% of my hair is still wet. Okay, so the reason for this video. For those that know that the majority of my eyeshadow palettes are from BH Cosmetics, and I hear a lot of people like talking about and raving about ColourPop products and a lot of the things that they offer, and I've been drooling over a lot of the stuff that they offer for a long time. And I asked a while back if you guys wanted me to do a video on what I would buy from like certain brands, and I don't know if ColourPop, I mean, I know it's affordable if it's considered indie or not, same thing with BH Cosmetics, but I will be doing like a list of stuff by brand. I'll probably do like the top 5 or 10 items from specific brands that I want to try, and there are quite a few on my list. As I get money, I will be trying to buy a few things here and there. But I am kind of working on, I guess you could call it a completionist thing right now with the BH Cosmetics palettes. And after I get the next 3, I will only have 3 left to get if I do my math correctly. So, and then I should be all caught up with BH, and then maybe I can branch out to some of the other brands that I really have been dying to try. So. In this video, I'm going to be talking about products from BH Cosmetics that I want, or in my case, a few of them I will be buying, and then products that ColourPop offers that I would like to try. If you have any of these things, please let me know in the comment section down below, because I am really intrigued by some of these products. I do have the one palette from ColourPop. I have a couple of single shadows. I have one of their Super Shock shadows. I have a couple of their older eyeliners that I know that they've been reformulating, and one of the ones I actually just had to throw out because it was empty. I don't see it on their website anymore, so I don't know if they're, like completely redoing things, but they do have a shade on there that's similar. So I do have a liquid eyeliner from them, as well as a couple of their like BFF or cream gel liners, those kinds of things. So that's what we're doing today. So buckle your seatbelts. I will be putting things up on the screen. I'm not quite sure if there's enough room here to do it. If there isn't, then I will like move this in editing, because I really don't feel like moving. I mean, I could probably move the roll cart, but meh. All right, so starting off with BH Cosmetics, we have the, this is the Cancer palette. It just came back in stock within the past day or two. This was one of the ones that I was waiting on to come back in stock, but it was out of stock. I guess people really, really enjoyed it. It has like I don't want to say a flesh tone. It's kind of like a peachy pink shade, a silver, and that's a matte. And then we have a silver shimmer, and then a peachy pink shimmer, and then more of like a orangey shimmer. And then we have kind of like a cornflower blue shimmer and a more like this kind of color blue shimmer, and then there's like a black navy blue maybe shimmer. Whoa, you flipped on me. And then there's like a cocoa colored matte, and then the white highlighter in the center of it. So I am going to be getting that. The next one is the Leo palette. It is beautiful. It's got 2 lighter like skin tone, my skin tone color shades in it. It has like a really pretty like yellowish orange shimmer, a gold shimmer, 2 shimmers that look very, very similar. Like, I mean, why would you need this shade and this shade? They looked very similar to me. And then the center shade looks like the highlighter out of the Capricorn palette. And then there's a really pretty like aqua blue shimmer and a like bronze shimmer, which I would have tossed that one anyways. I would have put another matte, if not two, in there, but I didn't design the palette. But I will be getting that one. And then the other one is the Virgo palette. This one is the newest one to come out, and it's got 4 mattes and 4 shimmers. And then the center shade is probably the first one that I've seen that I won't be able to use as a highlight because it looks like a bronzy shade. It's very pretty. So those are the 3 that I know I'll be getting. The next one that I wanted to get is the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette, the Rio edition. I have the Take Me Back to Brazil. The Rio edition is supposed to be more shimmers, and I am curious about it, but you know, do I have to have it? No, but it has shimmer shades that correspond with the matte shades in the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and that one, I do prefer the Take Me Back to Brazil over the James Charles palette, hands down. Then just a couple of hours ago, somebody commented on my Marvicorn 2 Looks 1 palette, or maybe it was 2 Looks 2 palettes, and they asked if I was going to get this Stellar Collision palette. It is pretty. There are 5 shades that look the same, 2 more that look almost the same, 2 more that look almost the same. So that's 9 shades that look very, very, very similar. I'm going to have to wait and see if anybody posts pictures on these or talks about it, because honestly, there literally is 7 color variations in this palette. And I think there's 18, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, like 17 or 18 shades in here, and they all look very, very similar. So I have my eye on it. If it goes on sale for like half off, I might pick it up, but I don't know. Then they have this like highlight palette that I've also been looking at. Let's see if I can get it. It's called the Duo Light Highlight. It is really pretty. It has like 3 split pan highlighters in the bottom. One of them's like a yellowy beige color, and then you have the two-toned pink, and then you have a two-toned like blue and blue silver, and then above that you have like a peachy shade, a pink, and a light blue. So I was eyeballing that. And then they had 2 lip colors. One of them, when I looked at the information on it, it says the shade was Perf, and then the next one that I looked at was called Tea. But the funny thing is, the arm swatches that they had in the pictures on like the Perfs shade, it doesn't have Perf on there. Tea is in here, and Tea looks like a really nice neutral, kind of like what I'm wearing right now, but a little bit more brown. And then the Perf shade is a little bit deeper than that, and I don't really have anything like that. This is actually 2 products mixed to make this. And then the last 2 items that were from BH that I was interested in was the BH Cosmetics eye lights. One of them is in the shade Sight. It's like this like burgundy plum shade. And then the other one is called Gnarly. It is like this beautiful aquamarine color. I don't know how big these are, but it looks like they're about this big. And my Stila, I have a shimmer and glow and a glitter and glow. I've got one of each. I have the big one in one that I paid like $25 for, and then I have a little one that I think I paid 18 bucks for. The little one dried out within the first 3 months I had it. Like, even if I tried to put eye drops in it, number one, the wand doesn't reach to the bottom, so I would have to take like a brush like this that's very, very, very fine in order to get down into the bottom of the bottle to get it out. But the other thing is I noticed that within the first 6 months of buying the big one, it was dried out. And somebody was like, well, keep it in the box, it won't dry out as quick. I'm like, okay, if you take a product and you screw the lid back on and it goes click, you would think that it's sealed, right? No, air's getting in it somehow. So how is keeping it in a cardboard box going to keep it from drying out? That's a good one for you. Because I'm still pondering that one myself. Keep it in the cardboard box. Does that really stop it from drying out faster? Because I'm like, yeah, we won't go there. Okay, so that is the collection of things that if I could put an order in on BH Cosmetics like today, if I had the money, those are all of the items that I would be interested in buying. So we've got, what, 9, 10, 11 products there. Now, with the ColourPop, there's quite a bit. So I'm going to do these kind of in like categories. I want the aquamarine and cancer like kits. I got cat hair on my lip. Yeah, cat hair on my lip. And he's in the corner right now, snoozing on my dirty laundry. Okay, so the cancer one is like a beige shimmer and then like a pastel blue like loose powder, and then the Aquarius one is a matte like cornflower blue shadow and a navy blue shimmer shadow, which I thought were absolutely beautiful. I do have the Libra single shadow. I did pick that up when I placed my first order. So there's that for those. And then I guess we'll do blushes. They have the Shayla X ColourPop Under Construction Powder Blush. That is one that I like the looks of. It's kind of more peachy than I would go for, but I thought it was pretty. Then we have the blush in Parakeet that I really like, and it's like really coral, and I don't really wear coral blushes, but I figured trying to step out of my comfort zone here. And then the last one is the Seed You Later. It's from their new Strawberry Dreams collection, and it's a really like vibrant pink for me. I wear like a lot of like the muted pinks and like mauve shades for blushes, but I think if I was to like step out of my comfort zone, that those would be one of the 3 that I would pick. And the next item is actually one of their, it is a, not their satin lipstick, but one of their cream lipstick formulas. It is in the shade Check Please. It is this really pretty like pastel or lighter orange shade. I don't own any orange lipsticks, and I thought it was pretty and I was interested in it. Then we have 2 palettes. One of them is the Fame and one of them is the Fortune. I really, really like the color scheme of the more cool toned palette, and I also thought the shades in the other palette were very versatile, that they would pretty much work on anybody. And I think I did. I saved off Fame again. Fame is the cool tone palette. That tells you how much I like it that I saved the picture off twice. Then we have the Through My Eyes. It was a collaboration that they did, and I don't know if it's just those 2 green shades and the yellow that are like screaming my name or what, but I think it's a beautiful palette and I would love to own that. Then there is the Element of Surprise palette. It is, I'm going back and forth on the pictures. It's like a cool toned palette that has like some mauves and some neutral tones, and it was like, it would be like your best all-in-one palette if you're like say going on like a business trip and you need everyday kind of makeup and you don't want to wear something like I'm wearing right now, which is kind of grungy and dark, and I love it. So I think it would be perfect for travel, and I only have a couple of those shades in my collection. Just looking at the palette, I don't have anything exactly like these, so it was one of the things that I was looking at. The next palette I have saved is the Just My Luck. It's green. Green is my favorite color. Green and blue are my colors. Those are my favorite colors, and I really, really do love the color story. The Mary Jane shade I don't care for, and the Olive You, you know, from the, what is it, the other sister or whatever, she used to say olive juice for I love you, so that's what I think of when I hear that. And then they have the new single shadow palette that's out that's called She's a Rainbow. I don't know how many of the shades that I have picked for single shadows would be crossovers for it, so I'm curious to look. I'll pull it up and like look at what the individual shadows are and then compare it to like the ones that I have saved to see if they would like cross over. But I really do like the rainbow effect of this palette. I like the mix of the mattes and the shimmers. I think it's a pretty good combination. It is 50-50, got half matte and half shimmer. I really do like that aspect about it. And then let's see, getting into, okay, we'll go into like the Princess Disney whatever stuff. The Becky G Luster Dust and Princess, it's one of their loose highlighters. I really, really thought that was pretty. Then we have, I gotta scroll down, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Then we have the Cruella kit. It comes with a liner, a gloss, and the highlight. I thought the highlight was stunning. I like a red gloss. I was interested in the red gloss. And then we have the Maleficent kit. That lip color is something that I gravitate to. I thought it was pretty. And I'm not quite sure if that's a cream shadow that is in here or if it's a jelly mud shadow, but I thought that was pretty. And the highlighter I thought would be pretty versatile for me as well. Then I will talk about some like face products and then get into like some of their other cream products. They have their foundation sticks. Now I don't wear a whole lot of foundation. The one foundation I do have kind of feels like a mousse foundation, and that's kind of what I prefer. But I was looking at this not just as like foundation, but maybe as like cream concealer. And so I've been looking at the Fair 05 Warm for quite a while. I do have their white concealer and I'm not really thrilled with it. It's not as opaque as I want it to be for a white concealer. But I think the shade Warm 05 would work really well for my skin tone. It might not be light enough for me, but I was thinking that maybe, you know, just for putting it here on my face, it might work. And then, where'd the other one go? I was interested in trying their translucent powder. I have the Coty Airspun, like the extra coverage Coty Airspun, and then I have the Maybelline Fit Me, and I think it's 05 Fair that I have, and I've got some like sample sizes of like a Ciate powder and a Tarte powder, but for powders, that's all I have, and I just kind of mix all of them together in one little container, and that's what I use. So I was interested in trying that, and I think it's like $8. Then getting into other like face products. ColourPop came out with the Strawberries and Cream. It is a highlighter and blush. Let's see if it's the color on this one. I guess it is just Strawberries and Cream. It's a blush stick and a highlighter. I thought that both of them would work really well for me. And then another highlighter that I pulled that I liked the looks of is called Earth. And it's kind of like a peachy purple, like it like looks like it would shift in the light maybe or be iridescent. That was their, it's called a light stick. I thought that was really pretty. And I thought I had another one in here. Hello? Oh, here you are. Okay, this is one of their kits. It's a bundle. BBH bundle. Great, it doesn't say the name of it. I think it's the Orchid one. It has 2 blushes and the like white looking highlighter or the light stick. I really thought that those colors would complement my skin really well. So that is why I pulled it as something that I was interested in trying. And since I'm right here, I might as well look at the Super Shock. I did pull some Super Shock highlighters. I've got the shade Hippo, Monster, Over the Moon, and Spellbound. And they're all very, very similar shades. There's just a slight difference between them. You've got the Hippo shade, which is like a light pink hint to it. And then you have the Monster shade that looks like it's just a regular like cream or an ecru base. Then you have the iridescent one that is Over the Moon. And then Spellbound is the last one. It's like a, if you go between Over the Moon and Spellbound, Over the Moon is more like a purple shifting one, whereas Spellbound looks more like it would shift with a little bit of a yellow. So you've got a cool tone and a warm tone one. That's what I was looking at for there. And I thought that was, those were beautiful. I pulled, what is this kit? Slip and Slide. It comes with a lip gloss and a glitterly obsessed shadow that I thought were really pretty. It's like an iridescent pinky purple like lip gloss. It could even be like a, oh excuse me, no, it's a supernova shadow. It's an eyeshadow, my bad. I'd wear it as a lip gloss. It's pretty. That was another one that I pulled. Okay, then the Just a Tints, I pulled 2 products for that. One of them is Give Me S'mores, and the other one was the Dragging My Heart Around kit. I liked all 3 of those shades, and I thought that any of those shades would work on me as well. I will save you for when I get to that. Now for liners, and then we'll get into shadows last because I have a bunch of single shadows, and then I will do Super Shock shadows last. When it comes to their gel eyeliners, I did a battle of video the other day where I compared my like ride or die, like the L'Oreal liner that I use in my waterline that like is white and it's opaque and it lasts like 18 to 20 hours and it does amazing things to my waterline. And I have really bad itchy, watery, dry eyes. I have allergies. My eyes are constantly watering. Like if you ever see me do this or this, it's because my eyes are watering. So it really does stay in my waterline like a really long time. And then I got Exit from ColourPop. I got in the kit with the Honey palette, and oh my god, I thought the liner I had was white. I put it against the ColourPop liner and oh buddy, it's not no, it is not nearly as white. The ColourPop one is like 100 times more opaque. You cannot see pink, like the pink waterline, you cannot see it through one swipe of the ColourPop liner. I was blown away. It lasts longer than the one that I'm used to using that I love, and it washes off easily without me having to rub and rub and rub and rub and rub, and it's amazing. So I want to get a few more shades. So we have, the very first one I have here is CRSSD. It is like a vibrant, like lime yellow shade. It is pretty, it's intense, it's more yellow than the Punch liner, which I also have that one as well, but Punch leans more orange to me than this one does. This is more like neon. I also want to get the Exit cream liner, like their pot liner, because if I want to do like something graphic and I go to put a white liner down, sometimes going over like shimmer shadows or shadow in general doesn't really work, and I'm finding I'm having a difficult time with opacity when it comes to the white concealers that I have. So I want something with enough oomph to like really stick around color wise, but I also want it to be opaque, and I want to be able to put shadow over it and have it adhere to it and last for a while. So I figured if I got the Exit shade in the pot, the little gel pot, that might last better when I'm trying to be artistic. But we'll just use that word, artistic. So the next one that I pulled is called Piggy Bank. It is this really pretty like warm toned purple, and I really like it. It's almost the same shade as the color of the shirt that I wore to Amber's memorial service for her daughter. It's a really warm toned purple, and it's pretty. I like it. Then we have Puppy Liner. I don't have an orange eyeliner. I went to do an eye look the other day and realized that I kind of could have used an orange eyeliner, and I didn't have one. So I went and I looked to see if BH had one, and they didn't, but ColourPop did. I even went on Ulta looking for orange eyeliners and could not find one. I found a bunch of orange lip liners, but not an orange eyeliner. So when I saw this, I was like, yes! So that was like exciting for me. Then I found this green one, which I thought was really pretty, but I thought it might be a little bit too light. I was looking for more like a grass green or a Kelly green, and this one looks like it leans a little bit blue. But this is called Teaspoon. And then the last one is red. I know, why would you want to put red in your waterline? But there are some times when I do black on my upper waterline and I've got a really bold look on, and I want to put red in my waterline to look kind of evil and demonic and like normal for me. And so the other liner that I found was called Venus, and it is a gel liner. I think it's from their BFF line, and it's this beautiful like cherry red color, and I like it. I really do like it. So I was intrigued. Okay, now for shadows. We have Baseline. I've been drooling over this since they first released it, probably I think a year ago, and the camera's about to die on me because I've run out of time. I've been talking for 30 minutes. I am so sorry, people. Now you can see my makeup up close. And I did modify it a little bit so you cannot tell exactly what I'm wearing, but here's my makeup up close. Yes, I did modify my eye look so it's not quite as exact, and I did modify my lip color so it's not exactly the same look. Okay, so Baseline is a beautiful shimmer shade. It's like a pastel blue, silver. Oh, it's beautiful. The other one that I want is called Antimatter, and this looks like it's in that rainbow palette, the Antimatter shade. It's like a navy blue with silver shimmer in it. Then we have Earth Shine. Earth Shine actually reminds me of Glass Bowl, so I don't know, because I own Glass Bowl now, if I would need Earth Shine, but it's on my wish list. Then we have Heavenly. It is like this sea foamy, greeny, blue, silver goodness shade that, oh my gosh, I've been drooling over as long as I have about the Antimatter and the Heavenly shade. Then we have Misty, which is like this really like kind of neutral but peachy but kind of pink shimmer shade. I thought it was pretty. Then we have Mr. Sandman. It's kind of like a more warm version of the last shade. Then we have Neutrino, which is this really pretty warm purple with like it's, I guess, a cool purple because it has a blue shift to it. But it looks like it would go with that purple liner pretty well, and I thought it was pretty. Then we have Whimsy, or excuse me, On a Whimsy, and it looks like a straight up silver, and I don't own any straight up silver eyeshadows. I have like silver toppery type of shadows, but nothing that's like an opaque kind of like silver. I want like a silver that's going to be silver. I want the silver that we wore back in the 90s, okay? That's what I'm looking for. When I want a silver shadow, I want a silver with some impact. Hello? No, go away. So, yeah. I want to take a trip down memory lane with my silver shadow. The next shade is called Paradiso. It is this beautiful cranberry burgundy, dark maroon, grungy, purpley shade, and it's beautiful. I want that one. And then we have Solstice with the Molstice. It's like a kind of like pinky, not quite fluorescent pink shade or a hot pink shade. Oh, I forgot about it. I'll have to come back to that. Then we have Super Zoom. It is almost the same shade as what I'm wearing here on my eyes. This is a shimmer and this is a matte. So I'm definitely gonna like that one. Okay, then we have Take Flight. It is like a mustardy yellow, not quite mustardy yellow. It's a yellow with a hint of mustard. It reminds me of the French's mustard that I use. I'm not a Grey Poupon person, I'm a French's. So it's like the French's colored of mustard. So that's another one that I was eyeballing. Then we have Fault, which is this really pretty like purple, blue, lilac shifting looking purple goodness that I want. And then the last one is Quantum Sleep, I think. Quantum Sleep. And then the rest, yeah. Quantum Sleep. Again, that is another shade that looks like it's in the rainbow palette. So a couple of these, like I said, look like they would be in that rainbow palette out of those. So I figured I better check, and then I can take them off my wish list. But then again, the rainbow palette's probably not going to stick around for very long, so I don't know. Maybe I'll leave them on my wish list. The item that I forgot is it's a bronzer in the shade Spectacle. I figured it would work on me. The Hoola bronzer on me lately has been pulling really orange. I'm wearing the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer today. But I noticed the last 2 times that I wore the regular Hoola bronzer, it looked really like orange, where I need more like because I'm such a warm undertone, I need more of a cooler toned bronzer. So I was looking at this shade and I thought it would work. Okay, last category, and then I am done. And I don't even know if you guys are still watching, but if you are, thank you. We'll be talking about Super Shock shadows last. And like I said, I only have one. I know that they dry out. I know that they crumble. I know that they this and that. I've heard all of the stuff. Okay, I get it. They came out with this Mint Chocolate Chip Super Shock Duo. It doesn't tell me what the shades are in here. Yeah, it just says Mint Chocolate Chip. But one is this like really beautiful like lime green color, and it makes me want to go get some lime sherbet. And then the other one is like this white shade that looks like it would shift green. And I know I watched Shay from that girl Shay XO or whatever, or Shay XO. I don't know. I've heard about it for a while. I'm recently subscribed to her. But she's been doing like a lot of like swatches for the ColourPop products. Like a lot of her videos that I've seen lately have been ColourPop, like one after the other after the other. So when I saw her swatch these, I was like, because you know, green is my color. I love green, love it, love it. I would wear green every day for the rest of my life. I don't care if it's makeup or my hair or my clothes. I would wear green for the rest of my life every day if I could. Or even if I had to. It wouldn't be like I have to, like, oh, I gotta wear green. No, it would be like, I get to wear green. Okay, so then into the regular Super Shock shadows, I have a few pulled. One of them is this really pretty, like, vibrant, like, orange, like a tangerine orange shade, and it's called Bubble Bee. Then we have Milky Way, which is this really pretty, like, warm tone, iridescent, like, purpley hot pink. Then there is Issa, I'm guessing, ISSA. It's really pretty. It's like a navy blue and purple combined. And then we have the green. Oh man, did I drool over this shade. It is called Cusp, and it is this really rich, vibrant, like emerald, jewel-toned green goodness. I would just give me. I have to have it. I will be buying it. It's beautiful. Then we have another shade that's very similar to one of the singles that I pulled, and it's called Dare. It looks like Fault Line, and it looks very similar to Fault Line to me. It also looks very similar to Neutrino, but it's not quite, Neutrino's lighter. Then we have Fantasy. Fantasy is like this warm-toned, like hot pinky fuchsia color that looks like it would shift orange, and it's gorgeous. Then we have another green. Now this might be very comparable to the mint chocolate chip green. This is called Fizz, and it is a vibrant lime green. Let me look at the other one. Yeah, no, Fizz looks like it's more vibrant than the mint chocolate chip duo. I'll put them side by side so you can see them. Then we have another green, which is called Left on Thread. It's more like a turquoisey green blue. It does look like it has more blue in it than, you know, green, and it is a really pretty shade. And then lastly, we have a hot pink, and I mean a hot pink. It is called Slave to Pink. It is like a fluorescent fuchsia-y pink. Where are my 80s head, the sweatbands and my leg warmers and my leotard and my tights? It's that kind of like hot pink, like flamingo, fluorescent 80s pink. I mean, I need to break out my Aquanet and comb my bangs to the sky and lean over and hairspray while I blow dry all at the same time. Because trust me, that is what we did in the 80s and 90s to get our bangs to stay up to here. We would lean over, we had a big round brush or a paddle brush, and we would blow dry our hair at the same time, have the brush, blow dry it, get it real hot, get the brush in position, spray it with hairspray, brush it one more time, and then hit it with the hairdryer to blow it, all while upside down. We would flip over and do that. So for those that have ever wanted to try 80s hair, now you know how to do it. But that is everything on my ColourPop and my BH Cosmetics wish list of things that I would buy from either or both brands, things that I know that I would want, things that I'm interested in buying. And if you have, like I said, if you have any of these things, let me know in the comment section down below if you have any of these products, and let me know what your experiences are with them. Are the colors like they are in the pictures? Because I'm not a neutrals girl. I can wear neutrals. They do look very nice on me, but I also like what I'm wearing right now, but I also like my hot pinks and my vibrant oranges and my greens and my purples and my pinks and my yellows, and I will wear just about any color. I don't think, besides black. Black does kind of intimidate me, but it is what it is. We all have our little hang-ups. If you've made it this far in the video, I am so sorry for being so long. I will try and speed some of it up. Don't know how that will work, because I'm not quite sure how fast I was talking. There's a little bit of time in here I could probably cut out with me hemming and hawing over something, or just staring at a picture and drooling. But anyways, I'm Rebecca Oberstadt. If you're not already a subscriber and you're still watching this, then might as well hit subscribe, because, I mean, you made it this far. Might as well commit. So anyways, leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up on this video. It does help with my YouTube engagement, and it does help share my channel with other people that may not have seen me before. So I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Have a great day or night, wherever you are.